eggshell white, painting your hair.
From WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A. We packed up our gear for one more recording outside of the studio for this year. We're back at Severson-Dells Nature Center in Rockford for a live performance from Ordinary Elephant. They're a duo from Louisiana, currently on tour, playing their poetic and intimate folk music for audiences all across the Midwest. Listen for their live performance this hour and our talk with Pete and Crystal Demore of Ordinary Elephant. It's coming up this hour on Sessions from Studio A, right after these headlines from NPR.
Every chamber of my heart bears a mark, what I come from.
Welcome to Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt. We're back at Severson-Dells Nature Center in Rockford with folk Americana duo Ordinary Elephant. We'll talk with the husband and wife duo Pete and Crystal Demore about their current tour and plans for their next album. But first, let's get into that live performance at Severson-Dells Nature Center because we have plenty of great music to get to tonight. It's Ordinary Elephant on Sessions from Studio A.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Crystal, and this is my husband, Pete. And together we are Ordinary Elephant. And yeah, we live in South Louisiana now. That's where I grew up. Prior to living there, though, we lived on the road full time in an RV for 5 years with 4 dogs. That's where we're special kind of crazy. And but yeah, being back, traveling that way, and then being back home, it really gives us an appreciation for how much where you come from is a lot more than a place. It's the people that you come from, too. So we're going to start out with a song that I wrote for my mom.
Eggshell white, painting your hair. Dirt beneath your nails and years on the back of your hands. Some things can wash clean and some will stick around. Blades of St. Augustine scattered across the driveway. Still feels like Sunday when I hear a Cajun band. Every chamber of my heart bears a mark, what I come from. Sometimes our world falls apart, but I guess that's what it takes to find the part that cannot break. Wooden table on a concrete slab. The fish are red and the crabs are blue. Every 5-gallon bucket carries a piece of you. Some things can wash clean and some will stick around. Spilled beer and a deck of cards, an old bed sheet for a tablecloth. Some of those days are lost, but most I still come across. Every chamber of my heart bears a mark, what I come from. Sometimes our world falls apart, but I guess that's what it takes to find the part that cannot break. I come from hard work, I come from never giving up. I come from you. I built cities from sidewalk chalk and sail the world in a cardboard boat. I hope I always dream that big. I put the whole damn kitchen in every pot of cold mud soup. Hope I always put everything I got into what I do. Some things can wash clean, and some will stick around. Every chamber of my heart bears a mark of what I come from. Sometimes our world falls apart, but I guess that's what it takes to find the part that cannot break. We cannot break. Thank you. There's an old yellow house sitting on my dash, and a picture I took, sunlight for a flash, the whole family out front, 'cause that's what you do. Sitting on concrete steps, I grew up climbing. I take them two at a time now, but I still reach for the rail, 'cause that's what you do. There's a comfort in keeping to a path, doing what I know and knowing what I have. The safety of a rail gives my hands something to do, but one day this rail is gonna rust right through you. One day it's gonna rust right through. Places to go and milestones to meet. Each one that I reach says something about me. It's what they want to hear, 'cause that's what I do. Kept my head down, kept my mouth shut. Anything to keep me from screw it up, holding on to their version of me, 'cause that's what I do. There's a comfort in keeping to a path, doing what I know and knowing what I have. The safety of a rail gives my hands something to do, but one day this rail is gonna rust right through you. One day it's gonna rust right through. Middle of this highway, same old drive. What might be the middle of my life, where I'm supposed to be. That's what they say. When I doubt that what I have to say could ever count for much, giving in to what I really need feels like giving up. But I'm done giving up on myself, holding on to what they say. There's a comfort in keeping to a path, doing what I know and knowing what I have. The safety of a rail gives my hands something to do, but one day this rail is gonna rust right through you. One day it's gonna rust right through.
This is
Sessions from Studio A, but we are outside of the studio for one last time this summer at the beautiful Severson Dells Nature Center in Rockford on this beautiful day, and we're here with Ordinary Elephant. Thanks so much for letting us come out and record the show. Welcome to Rockford.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
And it's the first day of a little tour for you guys, sort of all around the Midwest. Tell us a little bit about how are you feeling getting into this tour, this being the first night, and then tell us a little bit about what's coming up.
Yeah, well, we're really excited to be north. It's been pretty sweltering down near the Gulf Coast, and so we're headed up to Wisconsin and Minnesota after this, and we'll get to Michigan next week, Ohio, New York State, and even do our first Canadian show.
Yeah, it will be.
I saw that. Is it in Ontario?
Yes, yeah, Morrisburg is the little town, and it's right on the border. So we're a little bit nervous about the border crossing, but I think we got everything in line.
Yeah.
Okay. No
Make sure
contraband.
to leave our cherries over here.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of that, you have one of the coolest tour vans I've ever seen. It looked like almost a mini house in there, and you pulled up with two tour companions, your two dogs, which I just loved. How's that been, having the dogs on the road with you? Is that something you always do?
It is, yeah.
I love
We
it.
we love it. They don't really pull their weight with the unloading and loading in and everything. But
Carla tried.
She did. She did try.
She
I
jumped
will give her
out.
that.
It's great having them, and we've been working on the van, building it out, with wood, and for a couple years now, and it's
We bought
getting
it
close.
empty and have been, and that is kind of we're a little tired today because every time we're home we're like, let's do the next part of it, and it always takes longer than you think, and so it was
That's
kind of
the-
up till the last moment that we were leaving.
That's how you take a break, is working on the tour vehicle.
Exactly.
And so you two you're a married couple also on the road together, which I'm always interested when I meet duos, musical duos who are also in a relationship. I'm always curious about the dynamic, and also what came first. Were you guys in a relationship together first, or did you play music together first?
Well, we were,
Kind of
yeah,
all at the same time, I guess.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we played music separately, and we met through that. And then we were together for about a year, and I got a banjo, and that's kind of what pulled us together musically, was the banjo, I think.
Yeah, we had played together. He was playing guitar when we met, and we played together. But it's like, okay, just playing together. But once he got the banjo, that felt like, oh, that's what's happening. Okay, yes, and it just, I don't know, it grew from there.
That's beautiful, brought together by the banjo.
That's right.
And yeah, tell us a little bit about the dynamic, you being a married couple, but also on the road together and writing songs together. Tell us a little bit about the dynamic and how you make it work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess from a writing standpoint, everything's technically a co-write, but I'm more of the lyrics person, and so a lot of times I'll work on something for a while by myself first, and then kind of bring it to us, and then we work on arrangement and editing and everything together. Whereas he's way more music minded. Like he comes up with melodies all the time, and that's how his brain works. And so we joke that together we are one musician. Like between the two of us, it feels like we help contribute where the other maybe can't as much.
So your last album was Honest in 2019 released. I'm guessing we'll get some of those in the set tonight, which I'm looking forward to. What else can you tell us about the set coming up tonight? What can we expect?
Yeah, we've got a bunch of new songs that we've got in tucked away and we're playing out, and so we're looking forward to getting that out next year, almost certainly. We're eager to get it out, but we're playing those new songs too, and one place you can hear them is on our Patreon page. We've got, as we write them, we put them up there once, about a song a month, pretty much. And so if you really want to be able to hear them after the show, you can find them there. But the official version will be next year of the new songs.
That's cool to do a Patreon too, of kind of give people some bonus.
Absolutely,
songs.
We love it because it's outside of the whole attention economy. It feels like but you get the benefits of the, being able to connect with your fans all around the world, and everyone really wants to be there.
Yeah, it's not like a social media thing where it's just out there and whoever is
right
maybe hearing it. These are people who chose to okay, hey, let's be in this little community together, and it feels like it's just a secluded little area where you can share things that are new, that are like, hey, we just finished writing this, here's where it is right now. It might change, but here's where it is. Whereas we wouldn't probably necessarily post that, broadcast that to the whole world, It just feels like a safe space to really get a little deeper with fans.
Alarm clock on her bedside table, bright red numbers bigger than your head. She couldn't see them otherwise. She said she might never go to bed. She got her teeth tucked in a tumbler, bright white smile floating in the night. She couldn't flash that grin otherwise, you'd still see it in her eyes. I hope to be that happy. I hope to be that happy. When the E on the eye chart gets blurry and I turn in my keys, when there is more behind than in front of me. She once was a dancing girl, New York City chorus line. Then she went on down to Texas. He told her that's where the stars really shine. Black and white wedding day picture hung proudly in a frame of gold. She doesn't cry when she speaks of it. She makes you laugh telling stories that it told. I hope to be that happy. I hope to be that happy. When the E on the eye chart gets blurry and I turn in my keys, when there is more behind than in front of me. Here I am in New York City. I told her I should make my way down. She said I'll take you out dancing out at the old Horseshoe Lounge. And at the end of our Sunday night phone call, she said thank you for talking to me, 'cause there are no telephones in heaven, but I heard there might be TV. I hope to be that happy. I hope to be that happy. To leave behind every place I've been, for all the places I can be. When there is more behind than in front of me. Hope I don't know all that matters is right in front of me.
Thank you.
Ordinary Elephant, recorded live at Severson Dells Nature Center in Rockford. Beautiful harmonies from the husband and wife folk duo, and we even have the cicadas singing along with them as well. Stick around, we'll be right back after the short break with more of their live performance and my talk with Pete and Crystal of Ordinary Elephant. You're listening to Sessions from Studio A.
That's what you do. Sitting on concrete steps. I grew up climbing.
Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A with our special guest, Ordinary Elephant, who stopped by Severson Dells Nature Center in Rockford, kicking off their tour of the Midwest last week. Let's get right back into the music with one from their last album, Honest. This is the second track on the album. It's titled Scars We Keep, performed live by Ordinary Elephant.
Excuses are easy when everything's on the line. These Montana magpies with their black and their white feathers sitting side by side, bringing an offering, something we should try. Was he a monster or a martyr? Depends on who you ask. But once it's done, you can't take it back. How can I keep my mind open if my eyes are closed? It's hard to hide the hate when there's no love to show. How can I nail a man up for the color of his skin? Knock him down, make him pay for my father's sin. And I am starting to see we are all the color of the scars that we keep. My father always said, but he never did get old enough for that. Every Sunday afternoon, denim shirt, cowboy hat, out in the sun, throwing shadows at an axe. There's a tool for every job, and a job for every man. Be careful what you put in your hands. How can I keep my mind open if my eyes are closed? It's hard to hide the hate when there's no love to show. How can I nail a man up for the color of his skin? Knock him down, make him pay for my father's sin. And I am starting to see we are all the color of the scars that we keep. Times are hard, and it's harder to heal when where you were born decides what you fear. It's time to be a brother, not my father's son. I was born to be a bigot, but that don't mean that I'm one. I put my boots on just the same, and when the day is done, I pray for you, my son. How can I keep my mind open if my eyes are closed? It's hard to hide the hate when there's no love to show. How can I nail a man up for the color of his skin? Knock him down, make him pay for my father's sin. And I am starting to see we are all the color of the scars that we keep. We are the color of the scars that we keep. Thank you.
Prior to writing songs, I just wrote. I was a very, very quiet child, like pathologically shy. Not a whole lot made its way out of my mouth when I was a kid. Most things made their way out onto paper, and maybe not that much has changed. But poetry is something that I would write, and it's something that I've continued to do. And we send out a newsletter about once a month or once every few months. And we usually include some poetry in there. I've had some people write back and ask if we were ever going to put a book together. I said, well, that's a really good idea. You're now on our marketing team. And, no, sorry, you are our marketing team. And we did. We put together a little poetry book. I'm going to read you something from there. Being in the middle of a forest among all these trees, I had to choose one to read about a tree. This one is called Tree Swing. Parallel ropes hanging from the giant oak tree like skinny pigtail braids, stopping about 2 feet from the mossy ground. A wooden rectangle holds them together like a barrette. Wind pushes the swing seat back and forth like a mother. The sun is peeking in and out of the clouds as the part of the earth I'm standing on is running from it. I smell the dirt that's always almost mud under these branches that catch the light. I watch my step, roots running from resistance, digging deep for what they need. I sit on the cold wood, wrap my forearms around the front of the rope braids, grasping them just above my head, lift my feet and lose the resistance, digging deep for what I need. Thank you. Well, Pete and I, we have been together 14 years, and our 11-year wedding anniversary is coming up in September. And we feel so lucky to be able to do this together. And yeah, we got a song on the newer side, but it's courtesy of Old Love.
proud of everyone I've never been. Then your laugh cracked a smile across the quiet. I breathe deep and grateful to be reminded of everything that ain't showed up when I can't find it on my own. You were a summer storm right out of nowhere. You light your eyes just right. I see a relic of the rain that brought us here.
Thank you.
I see you in the distance like a dream, like a dream, like a dream. I hear you in my head like a song I'm still learning to sing. Can't get the melody quite right. Got a flitter in my palm, sawdust in my eyes, and sweat on my skin. Working with my hands keeps me out of my head, but only for a little while. Then you're back again. A vision of the version of the person I wanna be when I die. I wish for us to be near enough, only a mirror could fit between. I think I can see you wishing the same thing, but you can't move any closer on your own. I guess I gotta come to you. I need a river, I need a road, I need a way. Good intentions only go so far. Can you tell me where to start?
Ordinary Elephant, recorded live at Severson-Dell's Nature Center in Rockford. You can find more from the duo over on ordinaryelephant.net, their website. They've got CDs there along with other merch, and Crystal Demore's poetry book you can find on there as well. They're also streaming on all of the usual streaming platforms. And stay tuned, we'll be right back with more of their live performance here on Sessions from Studio A.
I am an arrow, depending on the bend of the bow.
Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A. If you're just joining us, our guest is Ordinary Elephant, on tour from Louisiana, and they stopped by Severson-Dell's Nature Center in Rockford for a great live performance. This next one is one of my favorite songs off of their 2019 album, Honest. It's titled The War, and it's Ordinary Elephant performing that song live at Severson-Dell's Nature Center.
Don't smell your bourbon today, just car exhaust and a drizzle on the dirt. bus at Constitution and 21st. The kid sits down with his face to his phone. If you were here, I can just hear what you'd say. Try being 19 and 69, boy, spitting Sunnybrook right in his face. Shot him down in 73, the war was all but over. Took a month to make it home and 6 more before you could hold her. Somewhere on these city streets you lost your will, your composure. The war is anything but over. You take me once a week to walk that wall that does not bear your name. Relive the war, relive the return to the girl who never took your name. As far as I can tell, that was the only thing she didn't take. The girl in the war always left me not knowing what to say. Shot him down in 73, the war was all over. Took a month to make it home and 6 more before you could hold her. Somewhere on these city streets you lost your will and your composure. The war is anything but over. Haven't seen you around in a spell. I hear you drying out and raising hell. A friend locked you in at the Stardust. Old man's rehab is a cheap motel. 'Cause sometimes an outsider knows what you need better than anyone you've ever tried to be. No one picks a fight they think they would lose, but some battles you don't get to choose. Shot him down in 73, the war was all but over. Took a month to make it home and 6 more before you could hold her. Somewhere on these city streets you lost your will, your composure. The war is anything but over. The war is anything but over.
Thank you.
Jenny was a good woman, James was a gentleman. Pushed hard against the pushback, their love like porcelain. It was a work of art, it got stronger under fire. Got judged for being what it was worth the fight. Don't forget what you come from. Don't forget what you come from. Jenny showed up at 16. James was born right down the street to a kept a diary. James just kept it in. Everybody's got their own way dealing with the way they've been. They left before you got here. She left her words to read, and I give you her name to remind you of who you can be. Don't forget what you come from. 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 Don't forget what you come from.
So you teased some new songs are in the works. What can you tell us about those? Are there plans for a new record anytime soon?
There are plans. That it is not officially announced yet, but we've been kind of talking about, when to announce something that may happen or may not happen next year. And, but yeah, like I said, the songs are all written, and we may have something recorded already. Sorry for the dodgy, vague answer.
You got to get on Patreon, folks, so if you want that. Well, that's exciting. Looking forward to the next record for sure. Crystal, I noticed you have some really cool tattoos based on nature here. We've got a bear and some owls and birds. And since we're here in the Nature Center, I just thought I'd ask, is nature, do you guys spend a lot of time outdoors? Do you like visiting, parks and preserves like this?
We do. We love it any time we can. And actually, I mean, they're animals in nature, but it's a connection to people. Really, the owl I got from my grandmother after she passed away, and once I had that, I liked having family with me. And so the other is it's a caracara, a bear, and a fox from my mom, my dad, and Pete. So that my family's all with me all the time.
I love that.
I hear you in my head like a song I'm still learning to sing.
What are some upcoming plans? I know you guys have this tour coming up. You'll be very busy with that, but what's kind of on the horizon for the rest of this year for you?
Yeah. Well, we've got the Midwest tour that we're going to be finishing up, and then we actually have a European tour that will be going over to the Netherlands in October for a couple weeks, and we're really excited to get back there. We actually got sick last year when we were over there and had to cancel most of the tour.
Oh no.
And so we're happy to make up for that this year, and just getting maybe something ready to release sometime soon, and might go on a writing retreat out in West Texas.
Where can people find more from you guys, look up your music, tour dates, all that good stuff?
We have this thing called a website in it, and you can get there by just Googling our name, or if you want to type in the URL to your browser, it's ordinaryelephant.net.
Well, we have .com now, but it was not available
True.
initially, but now we have it, and it points you there. So.
And you guys are on all the usual streaming platforms and stuff as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The website is the best, and I know you have a lot of really great videos I saw up there too on the website and also on YouTube. There's like a live video for almost every song on from the last album, and they're really well done and sound fantastic.
Thank you.
So, well, Ordinary Elephant, thanks so much for coming out and to Rockford and letting us come out and record the show.
Thank you so much.
Fields are high and golden. waving in the wind, I give them a nod. The crows are calling, got dogs at my feet. Joy has not forgotten me. So gravel road crackles like static in the air. Don't know the way, but I'm getting there. There's humming in my head, melody breaking free. Joy has not forgotten me. Tonight I sway to that old-time sound, in a crown of starlight and a cotton gown. I'll dance with the moon through the cracks in the clouds, sing my thanks for what I found. Sing my thanks for what I found. Spent the day stacking wood in the shade of the pines, cutting what fell and calling it mine. Fuel for the evening, an offering from the trees. Joy has not forgotten me. Campfire turns a song to a smile, like a totem die cut straight from time. I'll tell it on the prairie. I have all I need. Joy has not forgotten me. Tonight I sway to that old-time sound, in a crown of starlight and a cotton gown. I dance with the moon through the cracks in the clouds, sing my thanks for what I found. Sing my thanks for what I found. Joy has not forgotten me. Tonight I sway to that old-time sound, in a crown of starlight and a cotton gown. I'll dance with the moon through the cracks in the clouds, sing my thanks for what I found. Sing my thanks for what I found. Sing my thanks for what I found. Thank you. In the belly of this canyon, carved by the hands of the Rio Grande, 1,000 miles from what I once called home, I'm just a speck on this West Texas wind, blowing through these hills of stone. When I feel like next to nothing, next to something like that, I know there's nothing I need I don't already have. Talking about tomorrow, looking at a sky full of past. The only thing that's new is the moon. Our eyes collect the light of stars, born 3 million years ago, showing us we are passing through. When I feel like next to nothing, next to something like that, I know there's nothing I need I don't already have. So thank you for taking me to the trees and where the mountains talk to me. Time ain't slowing down, guess you and I better learn to. 'Cause what's the worth of living through a life that cannot catch up with you? so much,
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Ordinary Elephants closing out their live performance at Severson Dells Nature Center in Rockford. Thanks so much for joining us for this week's edition of Sessions from Studio A. A big thanks to Pete and Crystal of Ordinary Elephant. Thanks to Ann Wasser and everybody over at Severson Dells Nature Center. And a big thanks to Erica and Meridian Music Shed for the music equipment and making the band sound so great. You can find more from Ordinary Elephant on their website, ordinaryelephant.net. They've got a lot of great merch on there, including CDs and poetry books. And be sure to head over to WNIJ.org to listen to this full episode and all past episodes of Sessions from Studio A. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University. Producers are yours truly and Mike Lundgren. I'm Spencer Tritt, and thanks so much for joining me this week on Sessions from Studio A.
Still feels like Sunday when I hear a Cajun